Alright guys, so I have absolutely zero sand riding experience. Oh god. Oh. I wonder if this is a good idea. Let's have a look. Bit sketchy. Oh, maybe this is a bad idea.
My journey around the planet begins at North America's most northern drivable point. The plan is to ride through Canada and America before crossing over to Europe. From there, I'll make my way through the Middle East and Asia. After island hopping through Indonesia, it'll be Australia, and finally New Zealand. The end of my journey will be marked by the southernmost point of the South Island. I'm calling it the Big Spiral, and this is Act 2 to an Alaskan beginning.
This is not as deep. Alright, let's head into Carcross. And I believe, yeah, that's Montana Mountain there. And that's the one I want to go up to. Very popular place for mountain biking. Well, now it's getting a little rougher. Oh yeah. It's starting to get into the Alpine now. I didn't even really notice. I'm so focused. Wow, it's so cool up here. Alright, I had a bit of lunch and let's move on. The plan is to head up and around the mountain here, but all these roads I'm riding on are old mining roads. 1904, there's a bit of a rush to stake claims on this mountain because they figured there's a lot of silver on it. As a result, there's a lot of old mining stuff kind of left behind. Like if you look down there, maybe you can see, I'll get closer in a second, but there's an old like mine cart bridge thing. But it was a guy by the name of Conrad. He was kind of the big guy behind the whole thing. Unfortunately for him, the mountain was not as rich as he thought it was. So it didn't last too long, but there's definitely tons of mining kind of leftovers around. So if you look over here, there's some mining things, and I believe there's an old mine shaft here. I guess, yeah, there's like still like a track coming out of the shaft, and let's have a look. Oh, it's still snowing here. Bit sketchy. Oh, maybe this is a bad idea. Maybe I'm not going to go past this 2x4. Oh, it's full of ice back there. Yeah. Oh, it's like it actually goes pretty deep. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it goes fairly deep. They did a good job. Like, they used a lot of timber and actually old trees. It looks like it's like literally a tree trunk here. Anyways, if everything's like melting and thawing, maybe it's not a good idea to go in there. It is cool to explore this stuff, though. Where do these tracks go? Oh, maybe I don't want to walk on that. It's all falling away. But yeah, I wonder, like, they rolled them out here to this dead end, and then what, did they just dump the ore? Because they would have taken, you know, rocks and stuff out of the mine to process. And so are they just dumping it off the end here? Is that what the plan was? But imagine, that's quite the job, you know. Working in those mines is really scary stuff. Anyways, let's head down there and see what we see. But yeah, you wonder about these rail bridges, these minecart bridges, because they just seem to end. I guess they would just roll them to the end and dump whatever they had off the end. Yeah, look at those. Pretty cool. I'm gonna choose not to walk on them. They're already falling over on their own without me on them, so. But yeah, you can see it's literally just, they've cut down trees and dragged them out the mountain and staked them into the ground. All right, we gotta go down there. And I just, while I was having lunch, I spoke to a guy, and he said, there's a creek down there, and he went through last time he tried to go through the creek on his motorbike, he went over the bars. Lots of water running down here. Oopsie. From up here it doesn't look too bad, but let's get closer. Oh, it's two creeks. Okay, I'm just gonna have a look because I don't want to fall in, and I don't want to hurt myself. Okay. So I think just straight through here. Yeah, there's that rock right there where the water's going over. But if I avoid that, should be good, I think. Oh, I get nervous again. Okay. Yes, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, he told me about how he fell in, and I was thinking, like, I'm wearing 2 pairs of pants right now, and they're the only pairs of pants I have. And if I fell in and got soaked, well, I don't know, I'd wrap up in my sleeping bag or something, I guess. Because I wouldn't really have anywhere to go. Bit of a hill climb this. Oh, that's a good view there. Wow, this is just keeps going. Whoa. Oh, it's cool up here. Wow. You can see remains of some mining stuff over there. Pieces of wood on the side of the hill. Although I'm trying to look at what I'm doing here. A little bit of snow there. Oh God. Oh. Tried to go down a gear and went to neutral. Now I'm on the hill. There we go. And now that we're at a stream, I could use some water, so I'm gonna fill up here. Nice, fresh water. Snow melt. Perfect. All right. Oh, so here's some mining stuff. Cool. And actually over here is an old tramway. So they would basically have buckets of these ore going down the mountain. A lot of them have fallen over now, but there's still a few of these towers or pylons still standing. Yeah, so it's too bad actually. But yeah, you can see there's still piles where everyone has fallen over, but this one's still standing. I think they could do it without power too, because they were getting ore from the top of the mountain and then bringing it down to the lake. You can see where the lake is there. And they would just use the gravity of the ore filled in the carts. And all you would need is a brake really. And then the empty ones would come back up using the weight of the ore. So it's pretty cool. It's so old that it's cool to see it. But nowadays, like if a mining company just left stuff out, that wouldn't go over so well. But yeah, this is just old mining stuff, and it's yeah. So I meant, oh yeah, you can see like there's yeah, let me get my phone out. There's some kind of like engine or pulley system down there. It's probably a steam engine right by the water. They probably were like, yeah, we'll put it by the water because we need water for this steam engine. But yeah, there's just lots of that stuff scattered around here, and it's technically it's garbage, but there's actually a law in the Yukon, because there's so much history around it, that you're not allowed to remove any of these artifacts. So I remember a while back there was a bit of a news story about a guy, I think he was taking like a train wheel or some kind of pulley or something, and the police were called because someone saw him do this. And yeah, he just had to return it back to where he found it. So, but yeah, the Yukon has a rich mining history with the gold rush and all that. Less traveled here, but wow, is it beautiful. So actually, the other thing about this mountain is that it's a stratovolcano. Is there actually a crater here? Or a cinder, whatever, I don't know what you call them. I'm not a geologist. Where's the itchy boot when you need her? Wow, this is cool up here. Whoa. The road keeps going in back there. Oh my god. This is so cool. It definitely feels volcanic. I'm wondering about that road there. Looks straight up. And then you guys see a road there. Oh, there's a whole, I didn't even see that before. There's a whole structure there, building. Okay, so before I go through the creek and get it stuck in some mud, I'm just gonna have a look. Okay. This looks fine. It's not a giant mud pit. And then up there. While we're here, let's have a look at this mining ruins. Oh, there's old cans here and stuff. They ate a lot of baked beans back in the day. Or whatever. Oh my god, it's just hundreds of them. Okay. Oh, this one has a label on the bottom. What does it say? Price Crean baking powder. Oh, baking powder. Huh. Those miners, they're litter bugs, huh? Purple glass. It's broken, but when's the last time you saw a purple glass bottle? It's wild because they just built the buildings with the rocks they found around them. I wonder, they must have been really drafty. Cold in the winter. I guess it's not a lot to see because the roof is fallen in, covering most of what was under it. But I guess there was probably a wooden floor at some point. What is this? Oh, some kind of probably oil container. Canadian ruins. Who would have thought? The reason I say this, Canada is such a young country, and you know, when you think about history, you think about Asia or Europe or Japan. But that Conrad guy, he did leave a bit of a mess. Took the silver and ran. But he did leave some roads. And although they're a bit sketchy, I'm keen on trying them out. So maybe we'll head up to that second lake and see what we can see. All right, let's see what we can do about this water crossing. Oh man. I wonder if this is a good idea. Okay, let's go a little more, let's see. Oh God. One more try. Is this a bridge too far? It is a really rough road. One more try. This may be too much. Some big rocks here. I gotta turn around on this road. The front is lighter than the back. What happened to my kickstand? It's up now. Well, I guess I'm gonna drag it over these rocks. Don't drop it. Whew. Alright, let's head back down. But I have to say, as I head down, this view, it's not so bad, right? It's not so bad. Turned out to be an amazing day. Well, there's one of the towers that went from the line that goes to the top. All right, let's go do some camping. Well, I didn't make it up to that second lake. I really wanted to see what was up there, but that road just filled with sharp rocks, and I think partly my tire was just like, it's bald. So yeah, but I really love that mountain, Montana Mountain. It turns out that riding your motorcycle up a mountain is pretty rad. And actually, it's more fun going up than going down. Going down, you're like, like you're really like careful, because the bike loves to go uphill. So, and it's cool to see all that mining, all those mining relics and stuff. Like, we do have some history in Canada. It's not like Europe or anything, but it's
we had some stuff going on in the early 1800s and 1900s and all that stuff. So so I solved my Sharpie problem. I got 5 now. This can't be a problem for a long time now because I can't lose 5 all at once. So anyways, let's go to the map and we'll see. Well, it's going to be a lot of drawing. All right, so here's our map of northern British Columbia. So the last time I did this, I was in Stewart. So I backtracked out of Stewart, went to the junction, and then started driving north. Keep going, up here. And then I got to Dease Lake. And then I went this way. I went to Telegraph Creek. A little bit past. And then it rained. And then I rode through the mud on the way back. Lost my plate somewhere here. Got a new plate in Dease Lake. And then I drove north. Boyle Lake, very pretty water. And then I kept going. And then I had my Frito pie right here and entered the Yukon. I was quite happy about that. Still happy about it. And then I went west. Oh yes. And kept going. Went to Teslin, got some gas. Still going. It was a lot of driving, guys. And I got to Marsh Lake. I think the north end of Marsh Lake. Maybe around there. Got a little cabin. And then I moved up to a little cabin here. And then from there, I decided to go south to the Carcross Desert and scared myself in the sand. I went on up the mountain here and then came back and then drove back along the highway and something like, oh no, we're by the lake. I don't know, somewhere around here. Since my last map update, I've made a bit of progress all the way up there. So the next map update, I think I'm gonna need a new map because this one, I've gone the full length. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate you guys who keep coming back to watch these videos. You guys are making this work and yeah, I really appreciate that. And if you keep coming back and you haven't subscribed yet, well, you know what to do. So anyways, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.